What's up, everyone? I'm Brooke Vokes, and this is East Cooper Student News. Here's what's coming up on the show today. With the new school year starting up, Charleston County enforces a mask mandate in all schools in the Low Country. We'll tell you what that means for students. And football season kicks off tonight. We have a full preview. It's August 27th, 2021, and your source for all student news east of the Cooper starts right now. Welcome both Wando and Lucy Beckham students to the show. My name is Brooke Vokes. Wando and Lucy Beckham High School welcomed back just under 5,500 students last week for the 2021-2022 school year. Even though we're back in school, so are masks. CCSD requires all students, faculty, and staff to wear face masks to school buildings and facilities at all times. You don't have to wear a mask during lunch if you're socially distanced outside or you have a medical condition that prevents you from wearing a mask in school. Administrators say they hope students take the policy seriously.
The mask policy was put into place by our Charleston County School Board, and they are asking that all of our students, faculty, staff wear masks while in the building. And really on school campus, but they are asking that for the safety of everyone involved, that we all mask up. Wearing a mask, even if it helps just a little bit, can help us all stay in school safely and get our education in person like we all want to do.
As of right now, the mask policy is in effect until October 15th. The goal for the policy is to keep the students from getting COVID-19. On Monday, the district says it will not punish a student who doesn't wear a mask, but is asking students and parents to look at wearing a mask as a personal responsibility to stop the spread of COVID-19. As of Thursday morning, the school district says 19 Wando students have had COVID this year, and 9 Beckham students have had COVID this school year as well. COVID-19 is still a problem nationwide. ECSN reporter James Dempsey Gantenbean has the latest news across the country and around the globe.
As COVID cases continue to climb because of the Delta variant, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration fully approved the Pfizer vaccine for people 16 years and older. The FDA says that its approval means the public can feel confident that the vaccine is both safe and effective. The FDA monitored nearly 90,000 people during the approval period. After nearly 20 years of war, it took just 1 week for the Taliban to take over Afghanistan. The takeover happened on August 15th, and now the Taliban forces are in control of the nation's capital. The Taliban is a terrorist organization that was overthrown after the 9/11 attacks in 2001. Now that the organization is back in power, they are reinforcing strict laws that will reverse many advancements made in Afghanistan over the last 20 years. In Cuba, it is now legal to run a small business. Tons of Cubans took to the streets in July to protest for the right to own a business, and now they can. This month, the Cuban government passed a law that says if you're a permanent citizen over 18 years old, you can run a company between 10 and 100 employees. This is the first time since the creation of the Communist Party of Cuba 56 years ago that the Cuban people are allowed to run their own businesses.
Thanks, James. For the longest time, this TV show was called Tribe Talk. Now that Lucy Beckham is part of the East Cooper family, we changed the name of the show to East Cooper Student News. That being said, we're bringing back Tribe Talk to a new weekly segment that covers all things Wando. Here's Katie Miller with more.
Hey Wando, I'm Katie Miller. Here's a look at everything you need to know that's going on in Wando in this week's Tribe Talk. First up, you should know Wando has 27 new teachers, faculty, and staff this year. They teach everything from math to guidance to special ed, and they're all excited to be here this year. If you see any of the 27 new faces, be sure to give them a warm warrior welcome. Also, student council applications are due September 1st. If you're a motivated student who wants to get involved with Wando, student council might be for you. If you missed the interest meetings earlier this week, you can still get in touch with Ms. Bersini for more details. That's all for this week's Tribe Talk. If you have a Wando announcement or story we need to know about, email our teacher, Mr. Fabiano, at the email on your screen, or you can shoot us a message on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Katie Miller, signing off.
It wouldn't be East Cooper Student News without news from our other high school, Lucy Beckham. ECSN reporter Devin Nadelstump has more with this week's Bengal Beat.
What's up, Beckham? I'm Devin Nadelstump with this week's Bengal Beat. As Lucy Beckham High School now has freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, there are more opportunities popping up around the school. One of those opportunities is the Psych Club. Beckham Psychology Club is interested in making sure you take care of your mental health, and they want to help. If you're interested in joining the club, email Mr. Flanagan at the email address on your screen. As Beckham grows, the community needs your help. consider joining the One Beckham Foundation. That foundation is a nonprofit organization that helps support whatever students need, from academics to athletes to fine arts. That foundation offers different levels of support. If you want to learn more, visit their Instagram page at 1B Foundation. Lastly, if you have a story for us, shoot our teacher, Mr. Fabs, an email at the address on your screen, or message us on Twitter and Instagram. I'm Devin Nailstum, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, Katie and Devin. You can expect weekly segments covering both high schools here on ECSN. If you think there's something we need to know, message us on our Instagram at East Cooper Student News. From the halls to the fields, ECSN reporter Holland Hines has everything you need to know about tonight's big game in this week's Sports Talk.
Hey, East Cooper sports fans. Welcome to Sports Talk. I'm Holland Hines. Thanks for tuning in. Tonight is a huge night for Wando football. Coach Rocco Adrian will officially coach Wando's football team without the title of interim head coach for the first time tonight. Last season, Coach Adrian took over for Coach Newton. In April, Adrian was named the head coach. Last season, the Warriors went 2-5 and are looking to improve upon a fifth-place region finish. Wando hasn't seen any live action because the Charleston County Jamboree was canceled because of COVID. We get a chance to see them at home tonight as the James Island Trojans come to town. Kickoff is at 7:30 tonight at District 2 Stadium. Wando's girls tennis team started its season off with an impressive win. The Lady Warriors headed down the street to face off against the Beckham Bengals and came away with a 5-1 win. Laurel Maynor, Reese Frank, Lily Zimmerman, and Jenna Zimmerman all won their single matches. The Lady Warriors also won the doubles match to finish out the win. Wando's girls golf team also opened their season with a win Monday night, beating Ashley Ridge by 17 strokes. They'll be back in action Monday in the Charleston Invitational. Lastly, here's a quick look at what's coming up for the Bengals and Warriors over the next few days. Wando's girls volleyball team kicks off its season with the North Carolina-South Carolina border war. We'll have all those results next week. On Tuesday, the Beckham girls tennis squad will travel to Hilton Head. That's all for Sports Talk. Tune in next week. I'm Holland Hines, signing off for ECSN.
Thanks, Anthony. We got one last announcement for Wando students. Auditions for this year's Murder Mystery Dinner Theater are today after school. Be sure to show up. That's all for our show. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. This is Brooke Vokes signing off for ECSN.